Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is a game that's had a radical turnaround. Everyone loved it, then hated it, and then loved it again. And I can full-heartedly say that I feel the same way. So today, I'm going to be making a review on Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Before we get started, I would like to say how I'm going to grade this game out of 10. I'm going to be rating this game based on different categories for the game, so like controls and other things. I will rate them out on a scale of 1 to 10, and then I will average the scores up at the end to get the true final score of Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Let's get started. I'd say the visuals look really good, and the UI just looks amazing in my opinion. I bought the game for the Switch because it's easier to play multiplayer on that system, and it doesn't really run that bad on Switch. It doesn't run as good as Shadow Generations, but it's still very good. Some of these tracks are just a joy to look at, and genuinely some of the best visuals that the series has to offer. I'll give this a 9 out of 10. There is a lot of content, and when I mean a lot of content, I mean a lot. First of all, there are 8 cups in total, with 2 more confirmed to come out with the DLC characters. There's also Race Park, which is basically battle mode for Mario Kart, but just a little bit watered down. I haven't played that much of it, but I can say it's a very good mode in my opinion. There are also time trials, which basically time you on how fast you can complete a stage. It's very well done in my opinion, and it can be very hard to get an S rank. There's also another feature that has you spend tickets on characters to get items like a name tag, and the most importantly, an AI version of them. And it takes a long time to get the AI version of all 23 Sonic characters. So there is a lot of content in this game, and will keep you hooked for a long time. I'll give this an 8 out of 10 because even though there's a lot of high quality content, some of these features can feel tedious and annoying to complete, but it's still very fun. The controls are actually surprisingly kind of okay. In my opinion, Mario Kart's controls are better than this, but the thing is, all the vehicles have their ups and downs. For example, the extreme gear is very fast, but if you get hit by an item, it slows you down tremendously. But for a power vehicle, it doesn't go as nearly as fast as an extreme gear, but when you get hit, you can gain back your top speed way faster than the extreme gear. So in all, the controls are okay, but you can use the gadgets to make the vehicle the best it can be, even with the very slippery controls. Also, the drift in this game is way better than it is in Mario Kart. I'm not even joking here. It's literally light and day in my humble opinion. I will give this a 6 out of 10 because I think it's kind of annoying that the vehicle controls are slippery, but you can use the gadgets to make the vehicles work for you and what you want to do. The level design for the most part is pretty good. I do have some problems with tracks like Blizzard Valley and Pumpkin Mansion, but everything else is really good in my opinion. I do think the tracks can be a little bit linear, evident with when I'm drifting half the time I'm hitting the wall, and there's no walls in some tracks, so I just fly out of the map. I did eventually find solutions for that, but it did take a while to find out how to not fall off while going fast. It might be a skill issue though. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. There is a lot of customization in the game. With the cars, the gadgets, and more. You can equip different parts of a car or gadgets to see what does better. I'm not going to spend too much time on this category, so overall it gets a 9 out of 10. Something that Sonic is known for is his stories, and well, there isn't a story mode here. I know they were just trying to focus on making the overall game good, but I think it would be cool if we get some kind of explanation to why so many of these Sonic characters are here after so long. Like heck, why is the Babylon Rogues here? Why is Silver here? Why is Zavok here? It would be cool to get an explanation for that. But in place of a story mode, we have rival dialogues, which basically is where your characters and some other random character have a roast battle before the race. In my opinion, this is very cool. We get to see characters that don't really interact at all interact in this game, and it's such a cool thing to see. But there are some characters that are very poorly written, like Amy and Shadow in my opinion are written very badly. But Jet on the other hand, holy cow, bro, this writing for him is absolutely peak! I'll give this part a 7 out of 10 because even though the character dialogues are cool, some of them just do not act like themselves for some reason. The soundtrack is amazing. Everything from East Stadium to Sand Road to even White Space. Everything is amazing to me. Some of the tracks are kind of whack in my opinion, but that's only 1 or 2 out of like 70 tracks or so. Overall, the soundtrack is amazing, so I'll give this part an 8 out of 10. So at the end, the final average for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is a 7.7 out of 10, which we can round up to an 8 out of 10. This game is amazing, and I will be playing this game for a long time because of the live service for this game, and it's generally just a fun game. And dare I say, the best Sonic spin-off of all time. Maybe it's not better than Riders, but it is a very close second, and potentially over time, it could become the best Sonic racing game of all time. Maybe beating out Riders someday, which I can see in the foreseeable future. But that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe, and peace.